Prehistoric art refers to artistic creations, paintings, engravings, sculptures, and pottery, produced by pre-Literate cultures primarily during the Stone Age, roughly 3.3 million years ago to 2000 BCE. Paleolithic period refers to the oldest known human artistic expressions created roughly 50,000 to 12,000 years ago during the Upper Stone Age. Mesolithic period, approximately 10,000 to 5,000 BCE, reflects a transitional post-Ice Age era moving from realistic Paleolithic cave paintings to highly stylized, human-focused rock art found in outdoor shelters. In the Neolithic period, or New Stone Age, is characterized by the beginning of a settled human lifestyle. People learned to cultivate plants and domesticate animals for food rather than rely solely on hunting and gathering. Ancient period refers to the diverse, symbolic, and functional creations of early civilizations. 6000 BCE to 600 CE, including Egypt, Mesopotamia, Greece, Rome, India, and China. Ancient Egypt, known for rigid, symbolic, and highly stylized art, including walls, paintings, hieroglyphics, and monumental sculpture for tombs and temples designed for eternity. Ancient Greece, from roughly 1200 BCE to 323 BCE, was a foundational Mediterranean civilization of independent city-states like Athens and Sparta rather than a unified nation. Medieval period, produced in Europe and the Mediterranean from the 4th to the 15th century, focused primarily on religious themes, spiritually and divine rather than human proportions. Renaissance art. Renaissance art was a rebirth of classical Greco-Roman ideals, marking a shift from medieval abstraction to realism, humanism, and perspective. There are three stages of Renaissance art. First, early Renaissance, second, high Renaissance, and last is the late Renaissance and Mannerism. Baroque art is a highly dramatic, emotional, and ornate style that flourished in Europe from roughly 1600 to 1750, originating in Italy as part of the Counter-Reformation. Rococo art is an ornate, light-hearted 18th century style originating in Paris circa 1730 to 1770, as a reaction against Baroque grandiosity. Modern art, spanning roughly from the 1860s to the 1970s, represent a radical shift away from traditional, realistic, and academic art styles toward experimentation, abstraction, and new materials. Major movements of modern art. Impressionism is a 19th century art movement circa 1870s to 1880s, originating in France, characterized by visible brushstrokes, open composition, and an emphasis on capturing the fleeting effects of light and color on everyday life. Post-Impressionism circa 1886 to 1905 was a French art movement reacting against Impressionism's naturalistic depiction of light. Cubism was a revolutionary early 20th century art movement circa 1907 to 1914 pioneered by Pablo Picasso and Georges Braque in Paris, dismantling traditional perspective to represent subjects from multiple viewpoints simultaneously. Contemporary art is the art of today created from the late 20th century to the present, characterized by its diversity, conceptual focus, and reflection of modern society.